ABSHL fans, it's game night, and here's your pre-game rundown with the Coreys.
Hello and welcome to podcast pre-game March 8th. We had one of these recorded for the last game 7 in this series that got canceled. It never saw the light of day. We're back. Saturday, March the 8th, 7:30 p.m. The Inch Air and Ice Palace, Dalhousie, New Brunswick. The Elsipogtog Hawks, the Dalhousie Marauders. Tickets are almost sold out. People are making the trip from Elsie. People are making the trip from Trackety. Some guys making the trip from Buktush. That's you.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Excited?
Nervous. Don't know why.
I feel anxious. I've felt all day. I felt like I was going to throw up. I actually texted Travis earlier, and I just sent him a gift of a guy jittering. I don't know why. That's how I feel.
I'm not looking forward to once the game is over because we're going to get some complaining on either sides.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you're going to have the refs sucked if Elsie wins or Dalhousie wins. And if Elsie wins, it's because the game wasn't played Wednesday. I think that's just going to be the reality of what we have to deal with. In reality, both teams are going into this game as healthy as can be. I mean, let's be honest, playoffs, there's injuries. Hopefully both teams have full lineups. I think the Marauders are going to be pretty damn intense here.
Yeah.
The Hawks are going to have their fans behind them, their fans with them in Dalhousie, which I don't think would have been a reality on Wednesday. So I think that is going to be a big thing for the Hawks. How do you not get up hyped to play when you know that your fans bought tickets and drove 2.5 hours with their fucking horns and whatever else they have?
To me, the one thing that I keep thinking of is, and it's not all the fans, but it's the fans that will talk to me and try to convince me that they're right, that this is the reason their team's lost. And not because, a full 60-minute was played and one team won and one team lost. No, it's this, it's that. It's part of what we do. But at sometimes it's just like, if I see that you're going to keep doing that, when I see you coming, I'm going to turn around and not talk to you.
Yeah, the team lost because they didn't play well enough to win.
Exactly. The better team will win at the end of the day.
100%.
Who's that going to be? I don't know. Do we see the same thing happen as it's been happening the entire series? The home team winning? Maybe. Do we see a Buktush Miramichi happen? Maybe.
So let's start with, for the Elsipogtog Hawks to win this game, what are the keys?
Play a full 60.
Play a full 60?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been playing the full 60 in your opinion?
No.
Okay. Absolutely
not. They let the gas pedal go a little bit in the second period. They're not a second period team.
So the first period they come out good. They finish well. The second period they
finish well. They like even in the third. The Hawks are a team that once they get a little lead, they get comfortable and they just we got this. And you're facing the former champions, Dalhousie Marauders.
The reigning champions, yeah.
And you just don't take your foot off the gas. You keep going, you pepper them for more. But with the Hawks, they, even Cody McDonald said, we didn't play a full 60 again. It is what it is, but to be successful in this game 7, this is, there is no tomorrow. There is tomorrow if you win, but if you lose, there's no tomorrow. And you're going into their barn. Now, if I'm Dalhousie, composed, absolutely composed, throw everything that you can at the Hawks, at Jason Ryu. Make sure that puck's in the back of the net. Strike first. Because if you fall behind, you can fight back and, tie it up or whatever. they did that last game and didn't really work. Went to overtime, he still lost. And one of my friends used to come to a Wildcats game with us, and she was learning on the fly. And I remember we'd say, "Oh well, at least lose in overtime, we get a point." Then the Cats lost in overtime in the playoffs. She's like, "Oh well, at least we get a point." I'm like, "This ain't the regular season, baby.
There's no points anymore.
There's no points. A loss is a loss. All right, so you can fight for overtime all you want. It's who has the bigger number at the end of the game."
For me, the key for the Hawks, do what Miramichi did. Score early.
Yep.
Get your crowd going, momentum going. I'm going to say the same thing for both teams, but composure. I think they need to not take dumb penalties. They need to not take retaliatory penalties. I think the refs are going to be letting a lot of first things go. Some hits are going to be let go. Some things are going to be let go. Don't retaliate. Just take it, skate away, and you'll be fine. But the refs are going to call the second thing frequently here. I love the reffing in Dal personally. I've enjoyed the reffing in Dalhousie for 2 years now. I do think they have good refs. I think they're going to call it down the middle. They'll call what it is. But for me, for Elsie, you got to make sure that you score first and give Ryu good coverage. Make sure that those rebounds are getting pushed away to the corners. Dalhousie's a team that sets up a lot of shots from the point. They've got a lot of, they're really still to this day very much a cycle team, probably the best team at cycling in the league. So keep them to the outside. Make sure Ryu can see the puck, because Dalhousie's also really good at getting Jesco in front of the net or Joey Bernard in front of the net. Somebody.
Big bodies.
And or even Jeremy Doucette does it quite well. Make sure that he sees the puck, get the rebound away from the net, and play your game. If I'm Dalhousie, you're in your barn. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a battle of the air horns. But at the end of the day, there's something about Marc Giroux just hyping the crowd a little bit. And you know that it's going to be a loud crowd both ways, but especially for Dal. I would expect that it's going to probably be like 80% Dalhousie crowd, 20% Elsie. I mean, it's a long trip. There's a lot of Elsie tickets that have been sold, but let's not fool ourselves that it's going to be a big, big Dalhousie crowd. And, feed off of that, but be disciplined. I think they're going to be mad after the cancellation earlier this week that they didn't agree with. Some of those Dalhousie guys were already in Dalhousie from Moncton. They were already in Dalhousie, and that pissed a lot of people off, I'm sure. You already made the drive. You already made the trip. You took the afternoon off work. You maybe took the day off work, and then the game got canceled. The weather was bad, to be fair. The weather was bad, and I was not heartbroken that I was laying in my bed in Rishabakto. But regardless, some of the Dalhousie guys had already made the trip, so there was, I'm sure, some frustration there. We saw a lot of comments and a lot of pissing and moaning. It is what it is. You can comment all you want. You can say what you want. At the end of the day, the game's getting played today. From when this is posted, the game will be played in about 7.5 hours. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I think the key is going to be make sure that you don't let the Hawks get those breakaways. That's where the Hawks get dangerous. They intercept the puck, and they have so much speed. You get a guy like Arsenault. You get a guy that has all that speed. Brody MacArthur does it sometimes. They're a fast team. Robbie Graham, Peter Traynor. Guys that get that step, and then you're not catching up with them. Now it's a breakaway. That's how they've scored a handful of goals in this series. So be responsible with the puck. Make the right play. I don't know. Hang on. I think if you're Dalhousie, you have all the reason to think you're going to win this game. You're playing at home. You're playing in front of your crowd. You haven't lost at home yet in the playoffs. You've barely lost at home in the season. One of the only teams that has beat the Marauders at home is the Hawks. We weren't there at that game in October, unfortunately. We wish we were. But great game from what I hear. And the Hawks ended up taking that one in overtime. So if you're the Hawks, you think back to that and you go, we can do it again. We can do it again. We've got our fans here. It's a hell of a long drive back to Rishabakto if the Hawks lose. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of long faces on that drive back.
Yeah. Flip a coin, take your pick. To me, I can't tell you who's going to win. I think it's either going to be a very close game or not a close game at all. It's one or the other. It's either a blowout by one team or a goal separates them, or it's tied and we go to overtime. And it's Dalhousie. Why not go to overtime?
It's double overtime, triple overtime. Fuck it all.
Fuck it.
Fuck it all,
it's
man.
the North Pole.
We'll just fucking stay there. If they're just playing, then we'll just stay there until the game the next day if you win. Screw it. Literally at the rink. I'm just gonna stay there. But we'd leave, get home, turn around and go back. Nah, whatever, man. I think may the best team win. I'm very thankful that all 4 teams in the semis gave us such great series.
Absolutely.
Such good hockey. Really a privilege to be following this league, covering this league. I don't know. I'm excited. We're going to head up pretty early. I think we're leaving here around 1 o'clock, Corey. Going to go eat at Giselle's Takeout. I don't know. So Tim said it was good, so we're going to give it a try. And then Mark Giroux texted me and told me something that I should order that I don't remember right now, but the messages are there, so I'll check it later.
All right.
I will be giving something to go there. I'm excited. I think we're just going to truck it straight from here to Dal, go to the rink, set up our tripods and stuff, and then go grab some food. And then we'll know we're fine. We can relax a little bit, get back to the rink. I'll probably bring some earbuds with me so that I can listen to some music and just
what are you going to be
chill.
listening to?
Not Corporate Kalani.
Oh, come on.
Not a
Pentagram.
They're pretty good. Yeah, you turned me on to Pentagram earlier. It's not bad. That's some decent music.
You know how I found Pentagram out? I might have heard them years ago, but I forgot about them. Tim. He put that meme of the old man and the Bucktush fans now, and that's the lead singer of Pentagram.
Oh, really?
So I searched that up, and
that one made me laugh so friggin' hard. Tim's always posts some funny shit, but
he's hilarious.
He'll be at the game tomorrow too. It's gonna be great to see him. So many people that I know have messaged me. Oh yeah, we got some tickets. Oh, we got tickets. Or how do I get tickets? And I just keep telling everybody, Dalhousie Home Hardware. And every now and then I'm like, here's Travis's cell. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that one. He'd kill me. He'd literally probably stab me in the arse. Right in the arse is where he'd stab me if I gave him his number.
It.
I would deserve it. I'd be a piece of shit if I gave out his number to some random fan in Elsie. But yeah, I know some people that we know are heading up, so that'll be good. The next round is going to start the next day either way. If Elsie wins, 5:30 Sunday in Rishabukto. If Dalhousie wins, fuck my life. 7 p.m. the next day at the Inn Sharon. The podcast will be there. We'll be streaming the game. It's going to be a tough Sunday. Going forward after that, the games will be Friday in Miramichi, and then either Saturday in Dow or Sunday in Elsie. So it sets up for a perfect way to finish the season.
Yeah.
3 weekends, 2 games per weekend. If it goes 7, it'll finish on the Saturday or Sunday in Dalhousie or else Pucktuck. It really is a perfect way to end the season. But man, Sunday's gonna suck a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
Even if we have to go to Elsie, it's tough. It's a tough turnaround.
Elsie is not.
What's even better, I don't even know if you realize this, Corey, but Saturday, the clock changes. It's spring forward. So we'll get home around 1, but it'll actually be 2. So we'll leave an hour earlier. It's in Corey's face right now. He's like, why the hell not?
It reminds me of my favorite Pentagram song.
Oh, here we
Review your choices.
We made mistakes when we started this podcast, but we're committed. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out as a team. And I'm excited for tomorrow's game, though, man. I'm really excited. What's your player to watch for the Dalhousie Marauders tomorrow?
Pascal Valcourt. He's good at hockey.
For the Elspeth Hawks?
Flip a coin, take your pick. Alex Arsenault or Robbie Graham, even Brody MacArthur. I think either of these 3 could take it single-handedly.
All right, for me, Dalhousie Marauders, I'm keeping my eyes on big Joey Bernard, baby. I think he's going to have another big game. 2 goals last Saturday. Joey loves to play in Dalhousie. He loves to play in front of his fans and his family, his friends, etc. So I think big game by Joey. For the Hawks, I'm keeping my eyes on Brett McLean.
Yeah, that's
the most underrated signing by the Hawks this year.
Yeah,
Brett McLean, Mr. Clutch. He really does come through when they need him. If not Brett, then I'm keeping my eyes on Alex Arsenault too. That guy's got, it's like he has no anxiety. The more pressure that you put on Alex Arsenault, the more likely he is to score that goal. So both those guys are going to have some big things tomorrow, but I'm keeping my eyes on Joey. I think Joey's going to have a statement game. I think the best part is you're going to have amazing goaltending both ways. You're going to have LeMay on one side, I think, pretty sure. If not, you'll have Savoie, who's fucking amazingly talented.
You're fine either way.
Ryu on the other side. Man, it's going to be a great game. Can't wait to get there. We'll be there early. Come see Corey. He'll be running the live stream. Kick him in the back of the knee or something. No, I'm just kidding.
The right
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What did we find out about your knee, Corey? You had an appointment.
I don't need surgery.
Okay.
But I will have a few shots in my knee, a few sessions with that, where they're
like sugar water
to inflame my knee more. So for a few days, I'm going to be in massive pain, just so the blood flow can flow a little bit more.
Increase circulation.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and they're going to do it with an ultrasound, and they have to maneuver the needle to a specific place. I was like, all right. She's like, are you okay with that? I'm like, no, I'm going to do it anyway, but no.
That's the good thing that came out of this. The delay on Wednesday was that you had to be at the Dumont in Moncton the next morning. So had there been a game in Dalhousie at 8:30 p.m., you would have gotten home really, really friggin' late and had to get to the Dumont. So that's the only reason you were happy about it. But no appointments Sunday morning for any of us other than bed. So I do have to get up tomorrow morning. Right now we're recording this Friday night, late in the night. I get up Saturday morning to go to the hospice pancake breakfast fundraiser at the Riverview Lions Club. So that's where I'll be Saturday morning. Get home from that around 12:30. Probably come inside, poop, grab my equipment, and head back out the door. So make it happen. Can't wait. Gonna be a great game. See you in Dalhousie. See you in Rishabukta tomorrow, Corey.
I'll see you there too.
Thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you soon.
Review your choices.
You didn't even get it out right. The North Pole is Dalhousie and Brunswick. The North Pole is Dalhousie and Brunswick.
Take care.